today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's the rookie from Alabama, Will Reichard, ready to get us started.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Now it's gone.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Now Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs. He'll take this to the 46.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Goff now to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown.
And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll be brought down at the 37.
Here's Goff.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. On first down, Goff.
He's got right on the short throw.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
A toss out right to Gibbs.
Oh, what a move. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4.
Play action, it's Goff. Wright's got it. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff.
There's Laporta, and he's got it. Touchdown, Lions. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man from the University of Michigan.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
That stop made by Jack Campbell. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's a 2nd and 7. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's gone. That is caught by Laporta. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. St. Brown motioning left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Goff going to shift him around. They go play action here on first down. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Goff. His pass caught at the 4. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. To throw is Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows in terms of football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions have taken the lead. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
We dominate today.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 73 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. And sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator's probably scratching their... There he goes, right side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. Finding room at midfield. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This is caught by Addison. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Jones. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Jones will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Goff now looks to throw. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. Down to the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. No problem there on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Ty Chandler now to return it. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. C.J. Ham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Complete to right. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience...
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Khalif Raymond now. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of it.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
72 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Here's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So,
and he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Back to throw, Goff.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Here's Gibbs. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Gone. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now Goff looking to change the play.
Extra point safely through. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a first and 10.
At the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
A give, right side for Gibbs.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Here's second and 10. Goff now looking to throw. This is caught by Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
Now back to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Goff.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Going for Jefferson downfield.
And this one is incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll set up a throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff.
He's got right on the short throw.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Off play action. Here's Goff. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ambry Thomas. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. And this one's incomplete. So we've reached halftime in it. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot.
He's got a man, complete.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. He'll drop to throw.
Pass complete to Naylor, right side.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Now 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that payoff in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Going up the gun, Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Goff now to throw. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. Now Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. 29 yards. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Time for another look at this Lions offense. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, it's gone. Pass to the tight end, Laporta. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal. Now it's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Point after try forthcoming. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. That time a 9-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. They go play action here on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They'll try and throw for it here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now Goff on first down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown! Sam Laporta, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Ty Chandler now on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Flush to his right. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
When you get into the 2nd half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Shane Zylstra, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Drops it to Jones in the flat. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first thing, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Goff. That's complete to Laporta. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on second down is gone. He's got room to roam. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Here's Goff. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. An inside give to Jones. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, here's Jones. And some space here. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. They'll go again to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught by Addison. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Second down and 8. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Naylor, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the fourth quarter. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Goff now looking to throw. Caught by Montgomery. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And quickly they get to the line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Goff on first down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return. return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Raymond now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing again is Goff. He's got room at the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Touchdown! Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And how about this? A fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Goff now to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the rookie's free. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. 1 last throw here for Goff. Wright's got him, and he's brought down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on